But when it comes to Islam, if we put our finger in our nose, the whole world would talk about that. It's Islamophobia that's really looking just for something that the communism doesn't exist anymore. We need a new enemy. Let us pick up Islam. And that makes our responsibility very, very serious, more serious than it used to be. And it gives us the wake-up call that education of this new generation, education of our children, education of the youth in the community. And somebody came just to me a couple of weeks ago, and a young man from our community. He said, my mom told me to go and talk with you. I am an atheist. But out of respect for my mom, she told me to come and talk with you. I want to talk with you. And so many other stories that shows that if the new generation are not educated about their faith, about their values, then they are so weak and vulnerable. Because education, information make us strong, and ignorance makes us weak and vulnerable. And this is why somebody says something on TV and they doubt, they get confused, because they don't have that strong background and information, like a body that is weak and there is a virus works right away because the body is weak. For that reason, it's important to invite people like Dr. Qazaruni. It is sad that, not everybody in our community take advantage of a situation like this. He has been speaking here for 3 nights, till last night. A man who is a theologian by tradition. He has been in Najaf, participating in the madras of the school of Marhum Ayatollah al-Khomeini Qudus Sirruh. He has been a close friend of Sayyid Mustafa, Shaykh Sayyid Mustafa al-Khomeini. Participated in the other marajas, schools and classes of fiqh and usul and falsafah and mantiq, and then he went to Qom after he was forced by Saddam Hussein and he was in a jail for a while. And then he read about history as his interest, and became a teacher, professor in university, and then he went on with his education. In addition to his PhD, he has 3 masters, one in international relations, and one in business administration, and a master in Christian theology. Isn't it interesting that someone, a sheikh, goes and learns the theology, يعني علم الكلام والمنطق اليهود والنصارى, and then he goes to their own university, and then he knows what he's talking about. When he talks about Christianity, about Bible, about New Testament, about Old Testament, he has that i'timad, that thiqatun nafs, that confidence that no one can challenge him. We are very proud of having brothers like Samat al-Allama Sheikh Ibrahim, Dr. Qazaruni. Is an honor for our seminaries, an honor for our communities. We had invited more brothers and sisters. 80 people had confirmed that they are coming to this dinner. Not those who say inshallah. Those who said inshallah, we knew they wouldn't come, so we didn't count on them, right? They said inshallah I come, we knew that he's not coming. But those who said no, for sure I'm coming, right? Didn't even say inshallah. Na'udhu billah, that these words are abused. But so many occasions are going on, because some of the Marakas still they have Arba'in tonight, the Arba'in continues, and there was some other gathering and some other meetings in the community. But alhamdulillah, I'm very glad that you made it, and I started with congratulations about Lebanon. I want to end with another congratulations to our beloved brother and scholar, Professor Talal Hajj Talal Turfa is his third book about energy in Islam. That's what we need, energy, right? Because not only matter is energy that is behind every movement. So not only physical energy, but also intellectual energy and spiritual energy. You know that Hajj Talal wrote a book about unity, another book about patience, and this is his third book. This is really Tawfiq Ilahi. This is a grace from God that a person be successful. Is not easy to write a book. It's not that easy. I know that some of you, Samat Sayyid Qazwini has experienced, some other brothers, Dr. Abdullah Harb, I know like it was 18, 19 years ago that you had that celebration signing that book. But I just tell you that sometimes even I write an article, it takes so much energy and focus and determination to write something, and especially write a book, and a good one that is translated. Other books of Hajj Talal, I saw one of them in an international book in exhibition of book in Tehran many years back, and I was surprised that Hajj Talal book in somehow the other part of this planet. Congratulations, Hajj Talal, for your determination and your educational services to our community. We are very proud of you, very proud of everyone, that each and every one of you are helping the community, and you are founders. I'm just a simple member of House of Wisdom Hajj. Naib said, Mu'assis Darahim Haqiqatan is too much for me. This Mu'assis is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the Mu'assis of كل شيء. ونحن خدام يعني بسطاء يعني مستضعفون, that inshallah Allah give us a little opportunity to offer some services. I'm sorry I talked more than I suppose as a muqaddama, but I like to have this honor to invite Dr. Qazaruni to come to us and have some tawsiyah and some advices for us. بعد الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه المنتجبين. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. Esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, sisters and brothers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Permit me to begin, as Maulana did, with a celebratory note. It is rare. This is primarily, I offer it to our Lebanese friends in particular here, and through them to the entire Lebanese population, also to other friends. It's very rare in these days that one feels so elated, that sees the dawn of possible, call it possibly the new dawn of new political system in Lebanon. I pray that soon we will congratulate each other for multiple successes that come out of that part of the world. This is after many obstacles that were put in the path of this process. But subhanAllah, the harder they tried, the more they failed. This is an honor to be invited to be here in the presence of such distinguished friends, sisters and brothers. I don't intend to deliver a sermon or give a lecture. Tonight, being a very friendly conversation, I want to share a few ideas. And probably we reach a conclusion that we really need to reassess our position in this country and have a new planning, new approach. Like most of you, coming to the West for me was not out of planning. It was not deliberate and intended. It was a force of circumstance. After being in prison for 5 or 6 months, I decided not to stay in Iraq as a teenager, and then traveled around in the Middle East, going from one country to another, khaifan mutarab, until I stayed in Iran for a couple of years and finished my Hausa work, but constantly was thinking that the mukhabarat is going to be around us one day or another. And I decided at the end that not to stay in the Middle East and move out. Landed in the United Kingdom, never thinking that I would ever come to the United States or anywhere else. I thought probably my stay in the United Kingdom is going to be a temporary short one. Like most of the brothers and sisters that are living here 20 years and they still say we are not a permanent kind of part of the society. It's a temporary stage. So I thought it's going to be a temporary stay in the United Kingdom and I will end up going back. But one thing led to another. And I stayed. Then began traveling around. From the moment I realized that there was no going back soon, I began to wonder, what role should I play within the whole multiplicity of the Muslim community, the multifaceted community that was beginning to shape in England? Like you, I dreamed of a stronger community, more prosperous community. Like you, I thought of, well, we need to do something. And I share with the rest of the communities here, esteemed guests here, that I constantly pondered and reflected. What is it that we should do? That we get a community that is prosperous, politically strong, socially stable, factionally united,